Let's talk about Manifest Destiny.
What is Manifest Destiny?
Manifest Destiny was a term coined by John Lewis Sullivan in 1845 to describe the idea that the United States has this God-given destiny, they're just meant to, by God, to expand across the West in ways of democracy, capitalism, beliefs, and just dominating the land. This idea fueled the state's rapid westward expansion, which is, pretty good that they're gaining land, but while that may be good, it also pushed for things like the forced removal of Native Americans and other groups from their homes, and it really fueled the argument between should there be slave states or should there be free states, just like the whole issue with slavery.
The first event leading into Manifest Destiny was the Louisiana Purchase. Originally, Spain had ownership of the Louisiana Territory in 1762, until France gained Louisiana from Spain and took possession in 1802. Napoleon wanted to reestablish a French colonial presence in the New World until they realized they didn't have enough money to do so. So then, they offered the Louisiana Territory to the U.S. for $15 million, and the U.S. agreed to take it. So then, the Senate ratified the Louisiana Treaty in 1803, and it became a state in 1812.
The purchase of Louisiana doubled the size of America and opened the West to white Americans, while also blocking Spain and France from North America. It also encouraged the settlement and acquisition of Texas from Mexico, which spurred the idea of Manifest Destiny. What do you know about Lewis and Clark?
The expedition in 1800s or something. Yeah.
After the Louisiana Purchase, Jefferson wanted to assert American dominance in North America. He asked Congress to support a scientific expedition to study the people, land, and animal and plant species of North America across the Louisiana Territory onto the Pacific Ocean.
Lewis and Clark and their Corps of Discovery prepared for the trip during the winter of 1803 to 1804 in St. Louis. They encountered Native Americans like the Mandans and the Nez Perce Indians, which they traded and established bonds with. From this, they were able to gain knowledge about the river systems leading to the Columbian River and the West Coast. Really quick, let's talk about the War of 1812. The War of 1812 lasted from 1812 to 1815 and was a series of violent conflicts between the United States and Britain. The U.S. declared war on June 12, 1812, in response to the British restricting U.S. maritime rights during the Napoleonic Wars. The war didn't end in any changes in territory. However, it did boost a sense of nationalism in the U.S. by solidifying the country's sense of independence, creating new American heroes, establishing the iconic national symbols like the Star-Spangled Banner, and fostering a collective of pride after successfully defending against a powerful British force, which drove westward expansion even further.
15 years later, Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act in 1830. This enabled the government to negotiate treaties with Native American tribes to exchange their land in the southeast for land west of the Mississippi River. They justified their harsh actions of displacing natives from their ancestral homes, which resulted in native tribes like the Cherokees to die from the Trail of Tears with the beliefs of Manifest Destiny.
Okay, let's get back to the car really quick and continue.
Okay guys, now we're at Target and we're going to talk about the
Annexation of Texas.
The annexation of Texas took place in 1845 due to the new gain of independence from Mexico in 1836. Many Texans were of American heritage and sought out to join the U.S. for economic and political reasons, such as expanding the U.S. territory. By adding Texas to the U.S., and expanding further west, it also heightened the tensions with the debates over slavery. Texas joined as a slave state, which caused more tension between the North and the South. The annexation set the stage for the Mexican-American War, leading to even more states joining the U.S. and growing the idea of Manifest Destiny.
Okay, let's go talk about the Oregon Trail. At first, some in Congress thought that the Oregon would be too distant or too barren for interest, but due to the popular ideology of Manifest Destiny, President Adams saw the value of an American presence at the mouth of the Columbian River. In the mid-1800s, the Oregon Trail was a popular route for settlers moving westward. It was about 2,170 miles from the Missouri to the Oregon Territory. The Oregon Trail was used by thousands of Americans who were seeking opportunities in fertile land and a better life in the West.
The Mexican-American War started in 1846 and ended with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The treaty resulted in Mexico ceding a vast portion of its northern territories into the United States, including California, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, and parts of Colorado and Wyoming. The territorial expansion across the North American continent helped the United States fulfill the Manifest Destiny ideology. The new land gave opportunities for the settlement and economic development, while also reinforcing their beliefs to move westward.
Haul time! Okay, so first we got Arizona,
And then we got Wyoming,
New Mexico,
and then Nevada,
Utah.
parts of Colorado.
All right, and then the last one, California. Actually, why don't we just talk about California really quick?
That's so smart.
Okay, so a really significant thing about California was the California Gold Rush. That transformed California, the United States, and basically the whole world. Hundreds of thousands of migrants from across the United States and the globe came to find gold in the Sierra Nevada mountains. This led to boom towns, rapid economic growth, and prosperity. Building railroads, churches, and banks made the area populate with immigrants, which allowed California to qualify for statehood in 1850. The influx of gold also resulted in the expansion of manufacturing and the service industries. Agricultural and retail and also experienced exponential growth during the gold rush and left California to becoming an economic powerhouse by the end of the century. Okay, Grace, it's kind of late. We should go back home.
You're right.
Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, so we just got home, and really quick, we want to talk about the Gadsden Purchase to wrap this up.
The Gadsden Purchase was an agreement between the United States and Mexico in which the U.S. agreed to pay Mexico $10 million for a 29,670 square mile portion of Mexico that later became a part of Arizona and New Mexico. This purchase provided land that was needed for the Southern Transcontinental Railroad.
The need for transportation became evident after the United States rapidly grew west. The Transcontinental Railroad revolutionized transportation and united the American nation.